If your husband slaps you and you did not slap him back before informing me, I will slap you. Emir Sanusi tells his daughter. I love it. I love it. I love that kind of a father that says, if anybody slaps you or tries to abuse you, do your own back first before you even come and meet me, before I even know what I'll do to that person. Yes, it's a very good thing, because how can you marry somebody and then you be abusing that person and you expect that person to still stay with you? You will slap me and you expect me to forgive you. Is that why you married me? So I like this advice. I like the energy that he is bringing. If your husband slap you, slap your own first. Then when you come, I will now know what to do, because nobody will maltreat my daughter and will go scot-free. Not like some parents that will say, keep enduring. That's how husband's house is. That's how this one is. No, it's not a good thing. It's a good self-esteem for your children to know that they have a father that is going to support them when their husband misbehaves. The husband will not even have the liver to misbehave in the first place, because they already see their father and say that. And he would have want, if you try anything silly with my children, you're going to see the other side of me. So it's a good, I like the energy. If your husband slap you, slap your own back first, then you come and now miss me and report to me, then I'll now do my own duty as a father. It's very good. The 16th Emir of Kano, Mohammed Sanusi too, has disclosed that he advises his daughters to stand up to domestic violence. Yes, urging them to return any slap they receive from their husband. Yes, because we need to stand up against domestic violence. A lot of people have died due to domestic violence. They keep looking. They keep saying, I want to endure, I want to endure. If you slap me, I slap my own back. I carry my bag and go to my father's house. That is just it. There's no begging. There's no coming back from that, because it is going to continue. Once you can start it for the very first time, it is going to be a continuous thing. So it is not something that you should condone at all. Any small sign of domestic violence, just leave. Just leave, because you say, I want to keep enduring. I don't want people to say, I left my husband's house. If you die, people will cry. One day, they'll eat at your burial, and they're going to forget about you. And most people will have children. You leave your children to suffer, because your husband is going to move on with his life. He's going to marry somebody else. So who is at a loss? You. So anybody that is enjoying domestic violence, pack your bags and leave. No man is worth dying for. No woman is worth dying for. There are some women that are abusers too, that will beat their husbands. So there's nobody worth dying for. If this marriage is not okay, if you are being abused domestically, emotionally, pack your things and leave. It's not a do or die affair. Speaking at the National Dialogue Conference on Gender-Based Violence, GBV, Preventing from an Islamic Perspective, Sanusi revealed alarming statistics, noting that domestic violence cases account for 45% of cases in 9 Sharia courts in Kano over the past 5 years. The conference themed Islamic Teachings and Community Collaborations for Ending Gender-Based Violence was organized by the Center for Islamic Civilization and Interfaith Dialogue, CICID, Bayero University Kano, BUK, in collaboration with the Development Research and Project Center, DRPC, and supported by the Ford Foundation. The Emir said, you can take that verse and say that as a husband, I have been given permission to beat my wife light. And that is how most of this, I'm not trying to be religion biased now, but some Muslims are like that. And especially those in the north, at least those in the south and west, they are still educated. They went to school, so they have sense. But these ones, they did not go to school. They are not enlightened. Nothing is in their brain. So when they marry, they feel like they have power, authority over their wives. Any small thing, they will beat her up, and that one will cry and still go back and sit down and do nothing about it. So it all still boils down to education at the end of the day. Enlightenment. Because if you're enlightened, though some people are educated that are still beating their wives, those ones, it is definitely Ogunwaye. But really, why would you be beating your wife? You claim you love this person, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and then you're beating me up. Why? What kind of stupid love is that? That you now be beating me up, and you now come and beg me and you expect me to stay? No way, I will not. And nobody will deny that. Nobody will say it is haram if you comply with all the rules. But if you live in a society in which those rules are never applied, nobody who is angry remembers to look for a chewing stick or handkerchief. They just slap these women and punch them and kick them and beat them. I just wrote a doctorate thesis on family law and I did research on 9 courts. 9 Sharia courts in Kano, 41% of the cases over a 5-year period had to do with maintenance, 26% had to do with harm, and out of those 45% were cases of wife beating, domestic violence. And when we go to the content analysis, not one case of wife beating was light beating. It's not all this small beating that, okay, beat them, just slap them, small and go. They beat them to stupor with blood coming out of their body. And you claim you love me. No way. That is not love. We had women whose limbs were broken. We had women whose teeth were knocked out. We had women who were victims of constant beating with stick. We had women where their husband and his other wives beat one of the wives. We've had cases of caddies having to send her sons to trial for criminal assault because of the nature of the beating against their wife. This is common beating that happens. Beating your wife or beating your daughter or beating a woman is prohibited. It is a crime. Let's not even talk about handkerchief or chewing stick. It is just haram. It is prohibited. Allah says all harm must be removed, and beating gender-based violence is harm and it must be removed. It just does not make sense. Now, I said it before and I know I've been attacked for it and I'll continue saying it. Why would they attack you? When my daughters are getting married, I say to them, if your husband slaps you and you come home and tell me my husband slapped me, without slapping him back first, I will slap you myself because I did not send my daughter to marry somebody so he can slap her. Yes, if you do not like her, send her back to me, but don't beat her. Exactly. If you are not okay with me being your wife again, if you are not satisfied, if I'm doing something that does not make you happy, give me divorce papers. Let me go to my father's house. My father has not said, oh, she's not my daughter again. Some parents are like that. They'll say, and you've gone to your husband's house, you've gone, and the key to your room, I've thrown it away. Well, they will bring your daughter's cups to you, and your eye will clear. Instead of you to take your children back into your house, if they are going through domestic violence, you'll be telling them, endure. Even your father did the same thing to me. I did not leave. Don't leave because of your children. Don't worry. They'll bring the cups of your daughter to you. Now your eye will clear. And we must teach our daughters not to take it, yes. And also teach our son that it is not allowed to happen. That one too is there. Teach our sons. People don't teach sons. They don't teach them anything. No emotional intelligence, nothing. They just saying it is the woman that should be trained because she's the one that will be the wife. No, also train your sons to cook. Cooking is a life skill. You can't say cooking is for everybody. You can't say it's just for women and they're the ones that should cook, so you should not train them. Train your sons, train your daughters. It is very important. And train your children not to be violent against people, not to beat people up. It's not only men, no. It's not only men that do it. Some women do it too. Some women, if they beat their husband in front of you like this, you go fear God. So it's a good advice. I like it. I like the energy. My listeners, over to you. Leave your daughters. Sorry, I said daughters. Leave your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.